Well, good afternoon, everybody. Warm, windy, and overcast today. You thought, well, it should be cooler with no sun, but it didn't get cooler. We have this frontal system up to the north, and that's really stacking up all the moisture over our area right about here. You can see it right about there, but that gusty wind continues pumping up that Gulf air. This frontal system, although it looks impressive, it's actually going to be falling apart right about there. I don't see it coming, actually passing through our area. Up in North Texas, well, they've got clear skies and a little bit of a north wind, but this storm system right here, that's the frontal system that will change our future. As a matter of fact, by Sunday, it might get a little windy and a little colder. This is the part of the huge complex of western storms. It's amazing how, a month ago, everything was over on the East Coast. Now everything's over on the West Coast in terms of stormy weather. They need it. They need the snow. They need the rain, but it just happens sort of all of a sudden. And so, you've got these problems with people up in the mountain areas and traveling. So this front will be crossing across the southern Rockies and then moving through our area probably on Saturday. And then that gives us a bit of a cool down. Like I said, they're getting rain at the lower elevations and they're getting snow at the higher elevations. And this is actually 1, 2, 3, that's the third storm coming through. Basically the third area of low pressure coming through. That's why they're getting all that beneficial rain. There's no way around it. They need it badly, and we need it because think about it. I know you don't think about it, but think of how many of our rivers begin in the mountains of Colorado and then move down to Texas. The Rio Grande, the Colorado, the Canadian, the Red, all of those need a snowpack in the Sierra or at least in the Rockies to be fed throughout the winter, rather the spring for our area. But we stay on the warm and windy side, rather humid out there all the way through Sunday, and then all of a sudden Sunday we start cooling down, and that's the day you'll be looking for a sweater or a jacket. It's not huge, but it will be chilly because the wind will be rather strong. Tonight we do another night of that fog and low cloud cover. If you're going to be out early, just consider that we'll have another morning of half-mile visibility, and that's until Sunday. Then after that we'll be clear and dry for a couple of days. Here is the big picture. There you see the storm number 1 and storm number 2 and then storm number 3. Watch as we go forward. We're Thursday. We've got nothing really over us. We go to Friday and you see, what's this? A little bit of cloud cover. Well, there's about a 20% chance that we'll get something Friday night into Saturday as that system comes through. But then after that, it just blows away. And then we're looking at dry, sunny conditions for the early part of next week. It'll be obviously cooler, but moisture just not happening for us. And I'm glad we got that 3/4 of an inch of rain last weekend, because it's going to be a good while before we get our next one. So we're looking at cloudy, overcast conditions and rather humid, getting up to about 78, and of course the fog in the morning. In Port Lavaca, 78. In Cuero, you'll get a little bit more sun in the afternoon. That'll help get you up to about 81. And there you see it in the 80s, 20%, and then the 20%. Saturday, the thing comes through, and on Sunday, it'll be only 67 and very windy, probably 30-mile-an-hour winds sort of buffeting the area for Sunday and Monday. That's your 7-day forecast, reminding everybody we do have a QR code.